Hey y'all, thank you for choosing my channel, this video to watch. If you are looking for somebody that is awkward but fun-loving and loves to talk too much, then you are in the right place. I just wanted to come on here and kind of introduce myself a little bit because I did not do that at the beginning of this video, but don't worry, I will get the hang of this eventually. But thank you for coming along on the ride with this for me. I am having so much fun recording these videos for y'all here on YouTube. So please watch, like the video, subscribe, follow along for this Hot Mess Express, and I hope to see you later. Bye.
But coffee is a vital part of my day. So right here I have my coffee brewing. I prefer a light to medium roast because then you can actually taste your coffee creamer whenever you use such a small amount. And then for this I only use 1 to 2 tablespoons. That's 2 points per tablespoon. And then I use oat milk. I usually try to find the unsweetened or zero sugar or whatever. This was what they had, so this is what I'm using. My coffee this morning is going to be a total of 3 points. 2 points for my creamer and 1 point for my milk. Yum! Yum. Oh, I also like to drink a ton of water in the morning. I'm going to have to get used to this. Y'all, if you don't know, I am from the Instagram land and videoing on there is way different. So if you notice me looking off, I'm working on it, I promise. It's just an adjustment. Anyways, I like to drink a lot of water. With my coffee, I like to drink at least 20 ounces, and preferably, I have like a 40-ounce bottle that I'm using right now. Preferably, the whole thing is gone by the end of my coffee, / towards the end of my coffee. And then we start working out. So, I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee, and I'll check in with y'all in a bit.
And now it is time for breakfast, and y'all, I am obsessed with this dish lately. I have been making breakfast waffle tacos, and the shells, get this, the shells are waffle eggs. So you just scramble up some eggs and you're gonna cook it in your waffle maker and use that to hold whatever filling you want on the inside of your waffle tacos. For me, I like to fill mine with hash browns because those are 0 points on Purple. And then I also usually use maybe a bacon or sausage and then some cheese. I also really love to top it with sauce. I'll usually use one of the Taco Bell sauces like the Chipotle or Baja. Those are 2 smart points per serving, but I did not use those today. You could also top this with like a salsa or guacamole or non-fat Greek yogurt. Really, the possibilities are endless. For the hash browns, as you can see, I'm seasoning it with chili powder and garlic powder and cumin, and that's just kind of lending a hand to that flavor for the Tex-Mex profile of this dish. Normally whenever I do make this for breakfast, I only do 2 eggs. I was pretty hungry at this point because it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I had not eaten breakfast yet, so I did use 3 eggs today. That's still 0 points on Purple. So the only points that I'm counting for in this breakfast are for the turkey sausage crumbles, 1 point, and the cheese was 2 points, and so 3 points for my entire breakfast. So when you're cooking the eggs, there is a little bit of a secret to this. You want to be very careful to not overflow the eggs. So you want it to come right at or right below the marker of the grids, for lack of a better word. And then you want to let that sit and kind of cook almost all the way through before you close the lid on it. And the egg is going to bubble up, and that's kind of the idea of that.
of my eggs cooked or cooking, and I'm getting impatient and hungry. So I've just added my sausage to the pan with the hash browns, and I'm gonna brown all of that together. And I've already got 2 of my waffles cooked and covered with cheese. Yum. And so sometimes I will top these with salsa or with Taco Bell, like the Chipotle sauce or the Baja sauce or whatever. But I'm really trying to keep my points kind of low because I've really overindulged the past few days, and I want to be prepared with my points just in case that happens again. I don't intend for that to happen, but when do you ever intend on overeating? You know, sure there are times and occasions, but most of the time, for me at least, it's an accident. So I am just going to try to prepare myself as best as possible. This is why I love Purple Plan so much. I try to fill my diet with as many of the Purple friendly 0-point foods because they tend to keep me full for longer. They kind of mess things up, so that's that. But regardless of if I mess my hair up or not, that little hair that hangs down in the back, it's always hanging down. It's always getting on my nerves. Y'all aren't even here about hair. You're here about food. What am I talking about right now? This is what you get with me. My best friend calls it an Akko taco. I'm an Akko taco. There's nothing wrong with that. Alright, so I have most of my waffles down. I'm just waiting on the last one to cook real quick. But I can go ahead and layer up my potatoes and sausage in these. And then usually these get really messy, so if nothing else, I can just use the fallout from all of these tacos to eat the other taco. But I have not had these with sausage yet. I usually make them with bacon, but I bet you sausage is just as good. So good. So good. I flavor all of the pieces individually. So the hash browns, you probably you saw because I put it in here. But I flavored them with chili powder and garlic powder and salt and pepper and cumin, so it's very Tex-Mexy. So even without the Taco Bell sauce, I still have that Tex-Mex rich flavor that I love. So I also used full fat cheese because 1, I utilized a lot of my 0-point foods here, so I had the points for it. And 2, honestly, I'm just trying to get away from all of the fat-free and reduced fat. That was one of my goals whenever I first started the Purple program, was to start eating full fat things more often because I had a variety of 0-point foods to choose from, and I've really just kind of gotten away from that, and so I want to get back to that. I want to get back to eating foods that truly do fuel my body and choosing foods because they make me feel better, and I haven't been doing that lately. I haven't been living my best Purple life. I have Purple meals here and there, but to be honest, I haven't been doing Purple program 100%, and that's okay because a lot of stuff has happened, but it's also not okay because I'm not where I want to be, and so I need to like step back, kick myself in the butt, and get back to this. So that was a ramble about nothing. I'm not sorry though. I'm gonna go enjoy my breakfast and maybe watch a little bit of the Tiger King. Is anybody else watching this show? I'm on episode 3 and it is freaking crazy already. So if you have any opinions, let me know down below. Like I said, I'm only on episode 3. You've already seen the memes, even if you haven't seen the TV show, so I'm not ruining anything by this, but Carol killed her husband. She's got those crazy, psycho, innocent eyes. Look at them. She did it. She's guilty. But I'm gonna go confirm my theory.
It's snack time. It's like seriously one of my favorite times of day. So right now I have an apple that I just used my apple slicer for. And then I am going to measure out 1 tablespoon of vanilla almond butter for 3 Smart Points to dip it in. This is a great after workout snack or just anytime snack because it's got a healthy fat to keep you full, and it's a 0 point apple. I've been really bad about my snacks lately, so this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Snack lunch. Oh, by the way, I should have my tripod available in the next 24 hours, so this whole awkward situation shouldn't last long. Anyways, I have decided to make a snack for lunch sort of situation because it is 4 o'clock and I want to have dinner in a few hours, so I'm just going to make us a quick little snack instead. I'm going to make us like a burrito, quesadilla, sort of something. I do not eat chicken. I just don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. Not my thing. But I do have some 0 point chicken to put into Nate's. I have some fat-free refried beans that I'm going to put into both bars. And then I'm going to use the full-fat cheese again. Some of Taco Bell's Chipotle sauce, which is what they use in their quesadillas. And then I have these carb counter wraps. There we go. And they are 1 Smart Point each. So let's get rolling.
To make these burritos, wraps, whatever you want to call them, you want to first start by spreading your beans down. Then next I'm going to add my Chipotle sauce for 2 Smart Points. And some cheese. Once you have all of your ingredients on here, you're just going to roll it up. And then I like to put mine on a skillet for a few minutes. It makes me feel like I'm eating Taco Bell instead of just a burrito at home. So just a little takeout tip.
Alright, so they are finished. Here they are. They're both 3 Smart Points. Literally the only difference is Nate's also has chicken. So these are definitely lunch or snack worthy. Fat-free refried beans, cheese, a tortilla, and or chicken or shrimp. Yum. So excited. You could also use like salsa or non-fat Greek yogurt or some hot sauce or guacamole if you wanted to add a few points. There's a lot of different ways that you can change this up a little bit. Alright, so here's the deal. Originally I planned to have shrimp fried rice with brown rice and it was going to be 0 points. I already have it tracked and everything, but I do not feel like standing in this kitchen long enough to make shrimp fried rice. So I'm going to make pizza instead. I wanted pizza last night, didn't make it, so I'm going to make pizza tonight. I'm going to definitely go into my weeklies. Probably won't lose my blue dot, but even if I did, it'll be worth it. The pizza's going to be delicious and no regrets. Eat the foods that you love. that's how you survive this journey. All right, but to the pizza. Okay, so to make my pizza, I like to use My Busy Kitchen skinny pizza dough. I will try to remember to link that down below, but you could also just Google that and it'll pull a direct link up. This is roughly 1 point per ounce. I have some homemade marinara sauce, which is just some crushed tomatoes and Italian salt, Italian seasonings, and I simmered on the stove for like an hour. Honestly, I over simmered it. The Skinniest Dish has a really good crock pot marinara recipe. I just always forget that I'm out, so I made this on the spot. And then I also prefer to use Walmart's pizza blend cheese. I think a quarter cup of this is 3 Smart Points and worth it. And then I'll also use some turkey pepperoni. You can have 5 slices for 0 Smart Points or 14 or 15 slices for 1 Smart Point. And then I'm also going to top it with a little bit of turkey sausage crumbles just for a little extra protein and to make sure that it's filling. So now I've got to assemble everything. I prefer to cook our skillets in a cast iron. I just like the texture that it comes to. The recipe usually makes 20 ounces of dough, so that is like 4 servings. We had 2 servings of it the other night, so I'm just gonna, oh no, I'm gonna have to weigh this out. I was the only one that had pizza. I thought I was gonna be able to just split it in half, eyeball it. We'll do it the hard way. It's not even hard. I'm just lazy. Turn it on. Spray your pans. And then we need it on ounces. So I want that's almost 3 ounces. So maybe I did use, oh yeah, I made breadsticks, so I did use 4 servings of dough. Alright, so I did these out separately. They are 5 ounces each. And then, this is a new scale, I'm still getting used to it. I don't think it turns off, so we'll just shove that back in place. Get the flour out. I have this handy dandy pizza roller. I got it on Amazon for really cheap. Sometimes they jack the prices up a little bit, but you can find it for under $5 if you're patient and you wait long enough. I am not patient. I do not wait long enough. But I just sprinkle a little flour on the dough, a little on my pizza roller, and I think it'll actually stick. Like I said, we're going to have a tripod situation here soon. But in the meantime, you make do with what you got. You gotta make the best of every situation. I feel like that's what my entire life is about right now, if we're being honest, is just making the best of situations, and that's okay. In my experience, you can't fully enjoy the good things in life if you don't have bad things to balance it out. You have to experience those lows to enjoy your highs. Those aren't fun. I wish we didn't have to do it. It's the ebb and flow. You would have known you were going to get a life lesson while making pizza today. Alright. I like my pizza to be a little crispy. So I'm going to put these in the oven a little bit beforehand. Most people do not. You just got to find what works best for you. I will also preface that by saying that my oven's pretty It's got character. It likes to burn the outside of things and the inside's still raw, so you have to keep a close eye on it. So maybe this is just this oven. Maybe with other ovens I wouldn't need to pre-bake it. I just know that with this oven, I prefer my pizza whenever it's pre-baked. And if you're gonna pre-bake it, you wanna make sure that you poke some holes in it so it doesn't bubble up while it's pre-baking. So I am heating the oven up to 425. I'm also going to sprinkle a little garlic powder on the pizza crust. And sometimes I'll flavor the crust whenever I'm making it, but I wasn't entirely sure what I was doing with all of this. This dough is just so universal. You can use it to make just about anything. I've made danishes, I've made cinnamon rolls, pretzels, breadsticks, bread, rolls, anything that's bread-like. I've seen somebody make sourdough bread out of this. But yeah, it's just a very versatile dough. It's fairly easy to use. I prefer the flavor of it to 2-ingredient dough. I'll use 2-ingredient dough if I have to. It's just not what I prefer. I prefer business dough. I'll pre-bake these for about 5 minutes and then I'll be back to top these with you. Or maybe, you know what? We'll just talk it through real quick. You're gonna top it with some pizza sauce first, and then some cheese, and then your pepperoni and your sausage, or whatever toppings you prefer. And then I'll bake it for another 5-7 minutes until the cheese is nice and bubbly. And then it's pizza time, thank goodness. I have a migraine and I want to go to sleep, but I'm not tired. I don't know. It's a weird space to be in right now. But, all right. I gotta clean my dishes.
So I just pulled our pizzas out of the oven. I'm gonna get them cut up and we're gonna sit down and enjoy our dinner. I'll probably watch a movie and then I am passing out. But something that I like to do at the end of every night since the beginning of this year is a clean kitchen at night review. And even though these dishes that you're currently looking at will be in the sink, my kitchen is clean for the night. I'm happy with that. I have a migraine and I am just ready to sit down for the night and enjoy my pizza. Kind of already signed off at the beginning of this video as well, but I just wanted to once again say that I had so much fun recording this. It's definitely a learning curve from Instagram, but it's one that I'm looking forward to learning, and I'm so excited about this. So I hope y'all enjoy this as much as I have, and it can only get better from here. Have a great night. Bye.